Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, The Lens of Truth, with me Ivan Florentino. And for today's video, I have a sponsor by Woomer Art, and they gifted me this 24 Pro watercolor set for me to review. And what better way to present these vibrant colors than by painting Rosalina with one of the most hyped films of the year, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I'm super excited as this is my first ever art sponsorship. And before we get started, consider hitting that like button, ringing the bell, becoming a member, and leaving a comment. So, let's get to it. So one of the things that Woomer is known for is their mission is very straightforward. They want to provide high performance art supplies at competitive prices, from colored pencils to watercolors and markers. And every product is crafted based on feedback from creators worldwide. This watercolor set includes pure pigments with no muddy mixing and better stability. So they use single pigment watercolor, and this means that it's made only from one pigment per color instead of mixing multiple pigments together. So this provides a purer, more stable color, better transparency and clarity, cleaner blending and layering, and it's less muddy and grayish tones when mixing. And this is what helped me achieve these beautiful colors when painting Rosalina. So once again, Woomer sent me this 24 watercolor set, and this package is in a metal tin with a lot of little compartments for mixing all the colors, and it also has this foldable swatch paper so that we can test out our colors before we apply it to our actual painting. And they even sent me these 4x7 sheets of watercolor paper, which they seem to be cold press, and a little thank you card as well. So I'm excited to use this set as I have been wanting to do a lot more watercolor lately. And again, I chose Rosalina in her brand new debut in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So this is going to be a blend of a detailed character with vibrant watercolors. And I'm going to be sticking with using pencil only and no ink pens like I normally do. And all I did was use this mechanical pencil. I think it was a number 2, but you can use whichever pencil you like for your initial sketch. So here is a time lapse of me sketching out Rosalina, starting off with her face and head. And I started with the crown just so that I can work my way down. And in the end, I did kind of make her a little bit bigger than normal, but I was able to fit most of her body. Now, for any type of sketch, you need to make sure that as long as you have her eyes, face in proportion, and not go overly detailed just yet, and by pressing and drawing lightly, you can erase mistakes. Now, some of the proportions were off a bit. Initially, starting with her hair, you'll see me erasing things here and there, but I did take my time because once again, if you nail down your drawing initially, make some corrections as needed. I have my plastic eraser and my kneaded eraser next to me. Once you're satisfied with a drawing, the next step will be the watercolor step, which is a lot harder to correct mistakes than on. So here I just set up a towel to clean up any excess water or paint and rinse off any paintbrushes. And I even set up a few containers filled with water to easily clean and switch up paint. And I even changed the pose for Rosalina on one of her arms because it would not have fit the page. So I moved it down instead of going to the side with her pointing her wand. Now, what I ended up using was both traditional watercolor brushes that are soft bristles with some water fillable watercolor pens or pen brushes. But what I did before even applying anything to my drawing is using the little swatch paper to see how my watercolor selections will dry. And I started off with using some of the lemon yellow and then moving on with some permanent yellow and even some of the golden as well. And I ended up diluting it a lot because we want to go for those base colors first. Those are very important so that we can lay down what we know for the base color, and then we can layer it when we want more detail. And what I do like about this watercolor set is that the pigments do tend to dry super easily and evenly, and you have a lot more control when using less water. So as you can see, the blonde color that I used for her hair dried quickly and evenly, and it's exactly what I wanted because I do want that pencil to also shine through. And I did the same with her blue dress as well. I played around with lake blue and aqua blue and diluted it heavily so that I can know where I would like the shadows to go eventually. And I left some of those highlights paper white because that's where I want those bright whites to shine through, because Rosalina does have a silk type of dress that does reflect at certain points depending on the lighting. And this is the moment where everything dried up and I went in for those darker tones to make sure everything stands out. As you can see, I'm playing around with darker blues, blue greens, adding some shadows in her hair with all those brown colors. And this is called layering. As you can see, I mainly use the shades of blue and shades of yellow for this watercolor painting. And what makes it easy with the vibrancy of these colors is that it's easy to apply the brush strokes and blend the area seamlessly. This is why I was very cautious and I took my time with the blue area of her dress. I didn't want to go too overboard with the dark blues. And I played around with diluting the water and pigment more and more until I found the right shades of blue. And here I'm going to play around with a little bit of the magentas and purples. And what I like to do is have a tiny spray bottle and spritz and spray right directly on the compartment. And you can see how rich the pigments are. And I'm using a detailed brush and testing it on one of the compartments, on one of the slots right here, so that I can work on her lips. And again, the less water you use, the richer the pigment gets. And again, I'm super surprised how vibrant these colors are. They're not chalky, because I have used other watercolor sets in the past, and these tend to be very rich in color, which I do like. And as you can see, I'm also detailing pencil on top. So I did notice that once everything is dry, even pigment, even graphite pencil, it works well on top of watercolor. So as long as the paper isn't damp, you can layer it with other materials like pencil, graphite, and even ink. Now, one of the final steps that I did after I had my base color, more details with the pencil, is going back with my detail brush and layering even more darker, richer pigments like blues, greens, the yellows in the wand. I even added green for that luma. I went in with a little bit of black for some of those deep shadows like her medallion, her earrings, and even dark browns and black for her pupil, and then those jewels in her crown as well, and even back with her lips. And I added a little bit of thin brush strokes with her blonde hair. I used a little bit of oranges and dark browns. So here are my thoughts for this Woomer watercolor paint set. I do like the vibrancy of the colors, the amount of shades going from yellows to blues, violets, greens, and browns. I like the transparency, they're not chalky, and it's very easy to blend and clean off your brushes. The layering works well, it dries quickly, and it works well with other mediums like graphite and ink pens. So I do want to thank Woomer for sending me this product to review, and I left several links in the description box where you can buy this paint set at a discounted price. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this painting of Rosalina with this watercolor paint set. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.